From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now room for Eckler. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Herbert hook it up with Cook for an LA first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And out of bounds right around the 20. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Chargers. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's got some space here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. 7-7, our score after one. So on fourth down, here's Ty Long to punt for the Chargers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. For McCole Hardman, I mean, he was the only guy with 2 of the top 10 fastest runs in all of 2019, and he's showing that that was no fluke. He was moving there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa. 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So for the Chargers, you know, it's their first meeting this year against the AFC champs. And these two division rivals, they go back to the AFL days. But
This, Charles, kind of a measuring stick game, you feel like, for a young Chargers team.
It certainly is, because when you match up with Kansas City, who has dominated in recent years and feels like they'll continue to dominate for the foreseeable future, you've got to have a reason for optimism. And this team, under new management with a new head coach, and they feel like they've made some great strides in free agency in the draft. They feel like they can go ahead and start pursuing Kansas City once again.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. To the air again, Herbert. And his pass incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Austin Eckler got hurt last year, missed 6 games, but still finished with 54 catches, the 5th most by a running back in the NFL. But remember this, 2019, 92 catches.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Kenneth Murray, the Chargers' leading tackler, is a rookie last year, in on the stop.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Hey, 57, 57, 57.
One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Justin Herbert. That'll be caught by the rookie, Josh Palmer. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Herbert throwing again. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Mahomes now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Edwards-Helaire. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And this is no good. Close. But he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 27 yards. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
It's third down and 13.
Now Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And that's a rare bright spot in what's overall been a pretty poor showing so far. But you've got to figure when you're down a bunch, why not take some big shots? And they connect on that one.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. On target over the middle to Hill. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd down and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Herbert's throw there complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 9, Mike 9, 9, sweetheart.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Throwing, Herbert. Connects with Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Herbert to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Check. Big dance. Hello. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I want that. Give me that ball, defense.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for the Chiefs, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season.